We will discuss question number 20, chemistry set number 0971/11 May/June 2018 question paper. So I hope everyone can see my screen. Over here it is written which statement about the halogens is correct. A sample of bromine reacts with potassium chloride solution. A sample of bromine reacts with potassium iodide solution. A sample of chlorine has a higher density than a sample of bromine. And a sample of chlorine is a darker color than sample of bromine. So first of all, I would like to write the series first. Okay. So let me write the series. So in the series, what happens? First will come my fluorine, then my chlorine, then iodine, then bromine and iodine, isn't it? Then my bromine and then my iodine. I hope you can all see my screen here. Yes, this is the way. So what happens when we move from bottom to top, like from iodine to fluorine, the reactivity is like most, or in other words, we can say fluorine is most reactive and my iodine is least reactive. Okay, so my bromine is less reactive than chlorine. Okay, so in the first option, they are saying bromine reacting with potassium chloride. So over here, if my bromine reacts with potassium chloride, chlorine is more reactive. So this no reaction can take place over here. Okay, so my this option is cut out. Then my second option is my bromine is reacting with my potassium iodide. Okay, now what will happen? Bromine with potassium iodide. Yes, bromine can replace replace iodine from potassium iodide, and thus it will form potassium bromide and iodine will be left over. So yes, this seems to be a correct one till now. Now let's see the next one. A sample of chlorine has higher density. Like as we know, in case of halogen series, as we go down the group, like from fluorine to iodine, the fluorine will be in gaseous state, and as we go down, it will slowly move from gas to liquid to solid state. Okay, so as per this, my bromine, okay, my bromine should be bromine, since it is lower than chlorine, is located lower, so bromine will have a higher density as compared to chlorine. But over here it is saying the reverse thing. Chlorine is having high density. So even this is not correct. Now again, in the halogen series, when we go from top to bottom, from fluorine to iodine, the color gets denser when we move down. It means iodine will be having the darkest color. Okay, but over here they are saying chlorine is darker than bromine. So as per the series, bromine should have been a darker color, not chlorine. So even this sample is also not correct. Here I will discuss with you GCSE Chemistry Foundation Tier May 2018 paper code F. So this is my question. Okay, so over here we are asked to find the relative formula mass of titanium dioxide. Okay, so from this, so I would like to tell you how to solve it. Over here, the formula is TiO2, isn't it? It is given atomic mass of titanium is 48, and since there are 2 atoms of oxygen, okay, so it will be 2 times 16. So if we calculate this, it becomes 48 and 32. So my answer is 80. So my correct answer is this. GCSE Chemistry Foundation Tier, May 2018 question paper, paper 1, code number F. The question number is 9.2. An atom of iron is presented as this. We have to find the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons in an atom. Okay, so over here, my 56 is my mass number, isn't it? And 26 is my atomic number, isn't it? Okay, so over here, atomic number represent the total number of electrons, and which is equal to my total number of protons. The total number of protons equals to total number of electrons equals to my atomic number. So thus we can say total number of protons is 26 and total number of electrons is also 26. Now mass number. Okay, so mass number equals to 56, which tells us about the sum of neutrons and protons. Since we know my protons are 26, mass number is 56, so if we subtract 56 and 26, we will get number of neutrons as 30. So thus we can get number of protons 26, number of neutrons 30, and number of electrons 26. Another question from AQA GCSE Chemistry Foundation Tier Paper 1, code number F, Thursday 16th May 2019 paper. Question number 8.5. Acetine is below iodine in group 7. Predict the formula of acetine molecule, the state of acetine at room temperature. So this question is having 2 marks. Okay, so first of all, I would like to tell you the answer of the first one. The answer of the first one will be formula of acetine will be AT2. Formula of acetine molecule will be AT2, which means one molecule of acetine will contain 2 atoms of acetine. Now let's go to the second question. The state at room temperature, like in what state we will find acetine in room temperature. Okay, so if we see the group 7 elements, which are my fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. Okay, so these are the elements of group 7, and below iodine is acetine. Yeah, so below iodine is my acetine, right? So we have to find the state. So as we know that when we are moving down the group, means from top to bottom, okay, top to bottom, the state of the element goes from gas to liquid and then to solid. Since acetine is at the bottom of all the elements in the group 7, for that reason, the acetine molecule at room temperature will be in solid state. Okay. Another question from AQA GCSE Chemistry Foundation Tier Paper 1, code F, Thursday 16th May 2019 paper. The question is question number 8.6, and the question tells us about sodium is in group 1 of the modern periodic table. Describe what you see when sodium reacts with chlorine. Yes, so when sodium will react with chlorine, a metal halide will form. Yes, and the name of the metal halide is sodium chloride. Okay, and what will we see? We will see that a white solid has formed. Yes, a white solid has formed. And the name of the white solid is sodium chloride, which is also our common salt. Okay, and the color of the solid will be white. And we will also see that the color of chlorine gas, which is greenish yellow, isn't it? And the color of the chlorine gas will gradually fade off, and we will see a white solid sodium chloride is forming. So this will be our observation when sodium will react with chlorine.